Hello, everyone. My name is Brad Lund. I'm the Executive Director of HBMA, and welcome to HBMA Live. Today, I'm delighted to have Melody Malike with us. Melody is from Revenue Cycle Coding Strategies, and we're here to talk about the fall conference that's happening in Indianapolis, September 26th to the 28th. We're pretty excited about this event, and we're really excited about Melody's program. But Melody, before we get to your program, I've known you for 20 years, probably 21 years, and I've followed your illustrious career throughout. And could you just spend a couple of minutes telling us about your illustrious journey that you've taken in this industry?
Thanks, Brad. We're not supposed to admit to being that old and knowing each other that long. We're much younger than that. But yes, I've been very fortunate to be in our industry for many, many years. And actually on the billing side, started back in the early 90s, mid 90s, with one of the largest billing companies that was out there going through the acquisition phase and really getting the opportunity to be on the forefront of when compliance plans are really being set up on the billing company side and all the things that went along with the OIG putting together the guidance for third-party billing companies and things like that, and being on the early stage of it, which has been really exciting because, billing companies have really been a foundational piece of the healthcare industry, not only for, hospital-based physicians, but others. And after leaving the billing company side as the VP of Billing Compliance, with that, started my own firm, Coding Strategies, back in the late 90s, and did that for about 20 years. And that was the Coding Strategies piece, which I know many of you for there, and then joined forces with another organization that was primarily more on the revenue cycle side. And so we got a longer name, Revenue Cycle Coding Strategies. And so we work in the space of really everything around coding, compliance, making sure people are doing things correctly for all specialties that we deal with, and just want to make sure we look at it from a process standpoint. I'll just add one of the things, unique things I think about my background is I'm an engineer by training. I'm an industrial engineer. And so everything to me is about process and root cause analysis and how can we make things as easy as possible for people, and even applying that into the coding and compliance world.
Thanks so much for that little bit of history. And again, I've known you for a long time, and I've enjoyed every minute of our relationship. So your session is going to be on Thursday, the 28th. You're going to go from 1:30 to 2:30. And I see you're going to be focused on the year 2024. You're going to be talking about new and revised CPT codes, coding compliance, and preparing for the accurate coding assessments. Can you give us a little bit of overview of what our members are going to experience when they go to your session?
Sure. And I very much look forward to the opportunity to being together in person with everyone. Really, as you approach a new year, it's always really important to look at what are the new things that are coming out, what are updates, to ensure that not only you and your staff are prepared, but also for your clients. And so really the goal of the session is to let you know what's coming from a CPT perspective, primarily procedure coding perspective. We do have that information at this point. We get that a little bit early to kind of know what the AMA is going to be rolling out with that. So anything around that, anything that's going to impact coding, even if CMS is getting involved in things, really want to let everybody be aware. Also from a compliance standpoint, I mean, we'll be briefly talking about things like the future of appropriate use criteria and how that comes into play, because that does tie into the coding piece as well when we think about modifiers. And so I'll put that out there as a little bit of a teaser that we do expect to hear something in the proposed rule around AUC, and really some insights based on some conversations with CMS around that as well.
Wonderful. Well, we're so looking forward to your session. And again, your session is 1:30 Thursday, September 28th. And Melody, after we're done with the last session at about 5 or 5:30, we're going to move everybody over to a big party hall. We're going to be throwing our 30-year anniversary, and I hope you save a dance for me.
Absolutely.
Great. Thanks so much. And we'll see you in Indianapolis. Bye now.
See you there.
Bye.